one question opens up the wildest can of worms. What is the key to longevity in marriage, or the key to staying together? My thought, there is no key. There is no recipe. Everybody that ever sold a book or tape that claimed that they had an answer or an antidote to cause two people who are married to stay together was false advertising, was hyping, selling a lie, and they got paid for nothing. Because you cannot guarantee that two individuals who are free spirits in and of themselves, entities, coming together, are going to factually stay together. The best thing you could do is to get clear on the fact that you even know that this person is the person you should be marrying. If you don't even know that, if you don't know that, you're kind of starting below board anyways. But if you could know that this is the right person for me, and this is somebody I should pursue marriage with, if you could know that, you still would have to make the deal. You have to make the deal guaranteeing. Without a guarantee, you have to make the deal without a guarantee that you would stay together forever. It's nice to think that God is going to hold you together, but I don't think God does that. I don't think he holds you together. And I don't think guilt is enough glue, nor like sex is not enough glue to hold you together. Guilt meaning, oh, I made a vow before the Lord. That's not enough to keep you there. There's a lot of folk that are there, but they ain't there. There's a lot of folk who walked away and said, I can't be there. All kinds of ways it breaks down. It's 1,000 ways for it to break apart, to go apart, or to be apart. And you can be right there in a person's face and spend the rest of your life physically there and still not be there. It happens every day. There is no, with your vow and with your prayer and with everything that you did in your counseling, there's no guarantee. That's the big billboard. There's no guarantee that you stay together. Now, when you're praying to God, having faith that God's going to work it out, what are you really saying when you say that? Because I don't believe that faith is about you hoping that you get some kind of a acceptable answer to you. Because life doesn't always present that which is acceptable to us. And when we can't do anything about it, we accept it. But if we think we can manipulate our outcome, we try to. That's false and bogus in and of itself. You can't never manipulate your outcome. You have no control over that. You only have control over your own spirit. That's the only thing you control in this earth. Nothing else. But we actually think we control something. Can't control our kids. But that sign gets ignored. Can't control circumstances. That sign gets ignored. Can't control the weather. Gets ignored. Over and over and over and over again, signs come along and say, you cannot control the outcome of what's getting ready to happen or what's going to happen to you. And yet we still seek after guarantees and recipes. There's no guarantee. There's no recipe. There is no recipe. So you're praying to God saying, God, I'm believing you for this. I'm believing that you're going to work it out. What is it that you're really saying? Are you saying, God, I want to know the answer? Or are you saying, God, I want the answer I want to hear? I'm believing God because God, I'm going to hold on to God until he tells me what I want to hear, till he makes this woman or makes this man be what I want them to be. It's not how God works. You don't. So that's not faith. That ain't nothing. I don't know what that is. It's witchcraft, you could call it. Foolishness, you could call it. Religion, you could call it. You can call it a lot of things, but you cannot call it faith. Because faith doesn't require you to hope. Faith is the substance of what you are actually hoping for. So faith is more of a reality a non-negotiable reality than it is a hope that things would be the way you want it to be, or things would be the way your Bible says they would be, or things would be the way you want them to be. Faith ain't about that, your Bible, or your hope, or your need, or what you wish. Faith is a non-negotiable reality that is so, whether you like it or not. You just need to discover it. And so in the face of a situation that's not working out, no matter what you do, it's not working out. You've done your best, and your best is not good enough, and it's not working out. You went beyond your best, and it's still not working out. Maybe there's something in faith trying to speak to you, saying, this does not work. But will you accept that answer? Or are you going to believe God over what God just told you through the last 10 years of your life? You ain't designed to be arguing with no other person and fighting, trying to get what you want. Either what you want is illegitimate, or what the other person's intent is illegitimate. Something is illegitimate. Something does not belong. And somebody in the relationship needs to accept that. How much more time you want to waste of your life, your strength, your power, before you accept what is? You can't make it be what you want it to be. It's not how faith works, and that's not how God works. That's not how life works. But all too often, we can't accept it. We can't work with that. We don't. What is that? I'm going to believe God. Or my Bible says this. Or I'm going to claim something opposite of what truth is saying to me. God's speaking to you, telling you you're going the wrong way. But you're going to believe God to overturn his own self. But you don't believe God is telling you anything by what keeps happening. You want to think whatever you can conjure up in your mind, you can speak it and make it be above the non-negotiable reality of faith. Faith is so. It ain't trying to be. Faith is not developing. It's not growing. It's not evolving. Faith is. So if you ask me the question, what is the key, the recipe to staying together, longevity, I would say to you the answer is try. Just try. That's all you can do.